So I have watched Ocean's 8. I've seen it only once, but I spent the whole movie smiling. It was very fun and good. Welcome to my June reading wrap up. I read 7 books this month and I will be talking about some of them. You know the drill. So the first book that I'll be talking about is Trick, written by Domenico Starnan, and it was translated by Jhumpa Lahiri. It was originally written in Italian and Jhumpa Lahiri translated it. This is one of the books that I got from the second subscription box from Shakespeare & Company. It is about a grandfather and his grandson, and the grandfather comes over to watch him for a week. I forget how long. Things are kind of rough. And it's a very unpleasant book, and it's meant to be like that way. It's kind of claustrophobic. Characters were very unpleasant and it wasn't for me, but that is okay. I tried something new. The next book that I adored so much, I loved it so much, and I was so surprised that I did, and it is The Time Traveler's Wife. I have never seen the movie, but I know it's a movie and I know Rachel McAdams is in it. I adored it so much. I was so committed to the storyline from the first page. And it follows Henry and Claire. Henry can time travel and Claire is married to Henry, and you kind of see how their relationship has developed and their life, and how he comes through at different points in her life at different ages because he's time traveling. And it is sad. At times, definitely. I was so into it and I loved it so much. I'm interested in any other books by her if people have read her and like what they think. The next book I'm going to be talking about is Bookends, A Year Between the Covers by Naomi Beth Walken. She's not Canadian, she lives in Canada. I believe she's British. Anyways, and it's basically a year that she has documented and like what she's read within that year, and like she kind of writes about the book that she's reading and like what's happening in her life and how that relates. It's a nice read, and I love books about books. I wasn't always super into this and like just the way that she's talking about the books. But yeah, if you like books that are about other books, which I feel like I talk about that a lot, this could be something that you might want to look into. And the next book I read is Howard's End. So I really need to stop buying books that have multiple books in one book because they're fat and they're quite hard to read in bed. This includes A Room with a View, which I read a few years ago, and Howard's End and Maurice, and I haven't read Maurice yet. I really enjoyed A Room with a View, and there was a mini series that they did with Hayley Atwell about Howard's End, and I didn't watch it because I could not find it on TV. I don't know if it aired here. I'm not sure. I could not find it. Anyways, so I thought, hey, I'll try reading the book. And it's about these two sisters and their life, and then one sister originally gets engaged with this family and it falls apart, and like kind of the relationship with this family, and then her other sister then, which the story focuses on, gets engaged to someone else in this family, and kind of their relationship, and there's a secret and finding out what that is. I think I liked A Room with a View better, but no, this is still quite good. And the last book that I read this month is Everything Leads to You by Nina LaCour. I went to the library because I just felt like a YA book, and none of my unread books are YA, and I was really excited for this. I didn't really like it. I'm like hesitant to talk about it just because I know it's so popular and it's so well loved, and I'm not trying to take anything away from that. Just thought the writing wasn't as strong, especially like the dialogue just seemed not always as realistic. And this book focuses on a girl named Emmy who lives in LA, and she loves film, she loves old movies, and she loves that whole world, and she wants to be a set designer, and she's like has like this internship, she's working there, and I love that world of old movies. And when I was reading about it, I was like, oh, the whole world that they're like creating was really exciting, and I did like those parts. Just didn't think the dialogue was strong, and the writing could have been better, and I wasn't that into it. Those are the books that I read in June. Let me know what you've been reading, and if you've read any of these books and what your thoughts are. I don't know why I did finger guns. So yeah, that's it for me. Bye guys!